Okay, roll call. Full board is present. Approval of minutes of the 10:31 and 11:3:25 meetings.
So moved.
Moved by Massey, second Rodriguez. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. We're going to go right to the public hearing, which is item number 12. I believe he said 12. Yeah, budget proposal public hearing. So I call the public hearing to order. Do we have a public hearing notice? Do you have the notice of the public hearing? Was published?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, we're calling the public hearing to order. Anybody here from the public? Eileen, anybody online for the public hearing?
No.
Okay. Got started a few minutes late, so I'm sure. Well, hearing no one, we'll call the public hearing closed. So, Miguel has smacked the hammer on the ground. All right, we'll go back to item 3.1. Bid opening for the Paramount Theater, the crawl space, the attic space. We have no bids, correct?
Yeah, the bids close at 3:30 today, and we have no bids. So we have choices in there. Perhaps we should rebid the project again. And if not, we may have to do something, small piece, do it in small pieces in-house, but it's going to take much, much longer.
Well, I think there's somewhat of a time thing, Maria. There's a safety issue there, correct?
What's the job entail? I know it's the high.
It's a catwalk.
catwalk?
It's a catwalk. It's a staircase going up to the catwalk. It's a.
Well, what are you doing? Replacing it?
No, just adding handrails in there to make it safe. Adding lifelines where it's needed, where people sometimes they hang over in there, so they are connected to a lifeline when they are working on the chandeliers and all that stuff. Staircase made of wood is going to be changed to be made of steel. It's a lot of stuff. So we may have to piecemeal it, but it's going to take much longer. So I suggest putting it out for bid again. I spoke to Maria earlier, and we're going to send an email over to the consultant to see what their thoughts are.
Maybe reach out to other theaters and see if they have anybody who works on those things.
Yeah, this engineer, that's their specialty. That's what they do.
Okay.
Is work on theaters and rigging and all that stuff, and that's all they do for a living. These guys.
Ms. Bruni, you have anything to add? Mr. Tawil covered it. Okay, so we'll move on to 3.2. Transfers within the 25 budget to cover overage and special programs personnel services. Total of $51,700. Parks gas and oil $7,000. Playgrounds personal services $36,000. Pools personal services $4,000. Pools overtime $2,000. Camps miscellaneous $2,700. Transfer will cover the negative balance of $86,8179 in the 100 account and the estimated cost of the November and December special programs personnel. Motion by
So moved.
Massey, seconded by
Second.
Rodriguez. Are you here to speak on that, Nicole? Yeah.
In the original proposal that we had set for the budget for this year, it was covered, but then that line was cut.
So what special programs personnel service?
So those are all the special events that we do. Whether it was the movies over the summer, upcoming, we have a bunch of different things at the ice skating rink, the parade that's coming up in a few weeks, all of those things.
Okay.
Any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Authorization 3.3, authorization to approve a transfer for street department. Authorizing the transfer of $1,000 from personal services, the 8160 account to CSEA longevity pay due to a budget shortfall for 2 employees being owed amounts different from those originally budgeted.
Motion.
Motion by Rodriguez,
Second.
seconded by Massey. Any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Item 3.4, application to approval to accept stop DWI funding for the second period of 225. It's $8,000. Motion by
So moved.
Massey,
Second.
second by Rodriguez. Any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Item 3.5, approval to utilize insurance payments for the replacement of the PD vehicle. Chief is requesting to use the insurance check in the amount of $11,106.60 for the Chevy Malibu that was deemed an entire loss after being involved in an accident on September 24th. And he's asking that it be added to the insurance recovery account and to make payment on the invoice for the cost of a replacement vehicle. Motion by myself,
Second.
second by Rodriguez. Any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Right. Transfer of funds within the police budget. Personal services, $3893.40 to vehicles. Personal services, $2,500 to community outreach. Personal services, $1368 to equipment. Personal services, $10,000 to repairs to equipment. Personal services, $2,000 to equipment rental. And personal services, $2,000 to K9 care. Motion by the dog expert, Mr. Massey,
Second.
seconded by Rodriguez. Any questions of the chief? He's here.
Nope. Nope.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Item 3.7, approval to accept the 2025-2026 Stop DWI High Visibility Funding in the amount of $4,000. And it's to our newly renamed Stop DWI High Visibility Grant Line.
Motion.
Motion by Rodriguez,
Second.
seconded by Massey. Questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Item 3.8, approval to accept Senator Skoufis award for public safety program funding for 2026 NNO. It's amount of $10,000 through the Senator's office for the operating expenses for the National Night Out Against Crime. Motion by
Motion.
Rodriguez, seconded by Massey. And Chief, this is for next year's,
26.
That's the 10,000. 10,000 for the night out?
yeah,
Yeah, that would be next year's.
okay.
We can do
So how do we do that, Leonor? Hey, what, we haven't received it yet. Okay.
do a damage to fireworks.
Yeah. Item 3.9, did we vote on that? All in
No.
favor?
Didn't vote on it yet.
All in favor?
Aye.
3.9, authorization to approve donations for the Emergency Food Assistance Program. As requested, 380 donations be deposited into the revenue line, gifts and donations, and that expense line, use of recreation donations be increased accordingly to allow for the purchase of food gift cards.
So moved.
Motion by Massey, seconded by Rodriguez. Do you have the names of the people to call, or do they want to be anonymous, or? Yeah, send it to us, the names, so we'd like to send them thank yous. So, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Item 3.10, authorization to transfer within the Paramount budget. Following transfers of $33,000. From city-sponsored events to promoters and sponsors, $10,000. Credit card online fees to concessions, $2,000. Credit card fees to movie rentals, $5,000. Repairs to equipment, $6,000. And city-sponsored event to contractual, $10,000. Motion by myself, seconded by Massey. Any questions? Ms. Bruni is here. No questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Item 3.11, Authorization to approve the transfer within the community development budget from total of $1,665 from the 482 account to adds to related expenses, $750, from CD miscellaneous to equipment rental, $540, from contractual to program-related, $375. These transfers reflect extra liens and satisfactions to rehab properties and copier usage. Motion by
So moved.
Massey,
Second.
second by Rodriguez. All in favor?
Aye.
3.12, we already did, the public hearing. 3.13, authorization to approve the proposed budget for general water and sewer as presented by the treasurer. The amounts listed for the general fund, the water fund, and sewer fund. The total appropriation is $52,728,811. An estimated revenue of $28,151,718, which results in a tax levy for general city purposes of $24,577,093 within the tax cap. Motion by myself,
Second.
seconded by Massey. Any questions of the treasurer? Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
All right. 3.14, authorization to transfer a fund balance to cover the cost of the alleyway renovations. Ah, surprise. You didn't tell me this was going on. We found it, right? The city has been awarded $250,000 in a reimbursable grant through former Assemblywoman Gunther's office for the creation of a parking lot at the O&W site and the alleyway renovation in downtown. As part of the DASNY grant review, we need to show the state that we have the available project funding before we can receive our grant disbursement agreement. So the alleyway portion of the project is estimated to cost $180,000. $50,000 of grant funds allowed, or allotted. We are required to show the full 180. Below is a description, project description, and the use of funds. And this is the alley behind 11 King Street, circling over to Jerry's Park. As you can see, it's an L-shaped alley. Grant funds will be used to install pavers, decorative lighting, bollards to prevent cars from accessing the alley. The goal is to utilize currently unappealing space and create a warm, welcoming area comparable to the streets of New York City and Europe. The project will encourage the other buildings that abut the alleyway to create outdoor space for the businesses to utilize and increase curb appeal. So it's from general fund balance, the 203 account, in the amount of $180,000, of which 50 will be coming back. Motion by myself,
Second.
seconded by Massey. Any questions? No? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Item 3.1, did we get permission from Jacob to do that? No? No. You didn't give us permission to do the fund balance transfer? 3.15, authorization to approve agreement with Frontier for internet services. Authorizes a 36-month agreement with Frontier for internet services in the amount of $650 annually. Motion by
So moved.
Massey, seconded by
Second.
Rodriguez. Any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. No water or sewer adjustments? Any further business to come forward to the board?
So moved.
Motion to adjourn by Massey. All in favor?
Aye.